Springfield Superintendent Dr. Grenada Lantham delivered her State of the Schools address to Chamber of Commerce members this morning. There's been talk nationwide about school districts banning smartphones entirely, but Missouri's largest district will start the school year with only minor tweaks from the previous years. Dr. Lantham says that SPS has done well on several things, but there's always room for improvement. The first day of classes is Wednesday, October 21st. And after the State of the Schools address, she kept a promise that she made during the past school year. The superintendent promised to get a sports drink bath if students had 92% attendance system-wide. The rate was just under that at 91.78, but they rounded it up. So Dr. Lantham kept her promise after her speech.